Hi, hello to everyone. This is Avid Academy Rachi, and we are going to talk about a very burning topic. This burning topic has an emergence because of burning stubble, and because of this stubble burning, the entire North India, especially Delhi and the adjacent area, is facing a air quality crisis. You can see out here, Delhi and surrounding state, including Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, faces an annual air quality crisis in November. Why November? This is the question we are going to deal in this entire video. We are going to talk about many anthropogenic activities because of which in the November month the entire North India faces air quality crisis, as well as we are going to talk about some natural factor that also influences this air quality crisis. So let's dwell into this topic. This two images tell you the real picture of the North India. You can see out here this red color shaded region is the entire North India that faces air quality crisis during the month of November. Now we all know that there is a problem of air pollution, but what the government is doing, what the management authority is doing. So you can see out here there is a commission called Commission for Air Quality Management. So this commission is responsible for making certain recommendation. This recommendation are given by in-depth studies. There are also some executive actions suggested by this CAQM, that is Commission for Air Quality Management, but the pollution crisis has reached an stalemate. It means that they recommend, but the implementation is far away from the reality, and that's why air pollution has reached an stalemate. Let me tell you the reality. If you would see the CAQM report, you would find that the air quality was perfect between the month of January to October. It is also written it was best in 6 year. But if you talk about November month, the problem remain consistent. It means that whatever the quality used to be, there is no change. That's why it is being said that a stalemate is reached. It means that recommendation is made, but implementation is far away. But what are the factors that are mostly responsible for this November month critical air quality crisis? Why? The question arises, and let's answer this question because this would be very important for your UPSC preparation. It consists of many meteorological factors. The first one is the temperature inversion. What is temperature inversion? See, if this is your home, and in the winter month the surrounding area would be the cold, so the immediate layer from the earth's surface would be cold, whereas if you would move further upward you would find a layer of warm air. So this phenomena is called temperature inversion, in which the lower layer is cold in temperature, whereas at certain height you would find a warm air layer. So this temperature inversion would create a boundary, and because of which the pollution get trapped around this cold air area, and that would lead to air quality crisis. Apart from that, there is also one major problem, that is the stagnant air. You can see out here a stagnant air mass also play a very important role. What is a stagnation of air masses? You have to understand that during the monsoon period, monsoon is nothing but wind moving across the Indian subcontinent area. Either it would be the onset of monsoon or the reversal of monsoon. The movement of air would flush out the pollution from the northern state, but during the winter month the wind speed is reduced and the air mass become stagnant. It would be around this area, and thus naturally it would be not possible for the wind to flush out the pollution from this area, and it also lead to air pollution. Now these two are the meteorological factor, or I would say the natural factor, but apart from that the anthropogenic factor, it means the human activities also plays a very important role. And first and the foremost problem is the stubble burning. You can see out here, this is stubble. In Hindi it is called parali. So stubble burning is very common in the areas of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. This stubble burning during the month of winter cause a air quality crisis in the entire North Indian state. The burning of this stubble would release pollutants such as the carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, and particulate matter. The particulate matter size differ from 2.5 mm to 10 mm, but these are very problematic for the people living around Delhi because Delhi has a different topography. Topography plays a very important role because of which the pollution remains stagnant around that area. Apart from stubble burning, there is also a problem called vacular emission. Vacular emission has a direct relation with two things. The first, that is the population. Everyone knows that Delhi has a substantive amount of population and people prefer to use their personal vehicle, thus increasing the amount of pollution by the vacular emission. Along with that, during the winter month, there is an incomplete combustion that also lead to releasing pollutant in the air. So increased vacular activity as well as incomplete combustion would lead to more and more pollutant in the air. Apart from this two activities, there is also one problem that is called construction activities. Now, India is a country in which you would find construction activity going on in every part of the country. So Delhi is a region where you would find the construction activity at its peak, and construction dust containing particulate matter and other pollutant lead to air quality crisis in this region. Now lastly, topography is also important. You can see out here in this diagram, this is Delhi and people are burning their stubble from Haryana, Rajasthan, this is Punjab people, and this pollution just gusts out toward the Delhi, whereas Delhi is a landlocked area. It means that there is no land bridge or sea breeze moving that would flush out the pollution, whereas in the northern side this is the mighty Himalaya, and thus this all creates such a topography which would lead to accumulation of pollution around the Delhi region. Now, so we have seen few points regarding what is the problem, but what could be the approach? Approach is very simple. The first point is stop stubble burning. How you would do that? Stubble burning can be reduced by providing incentive to the farmer. It means that give them certain money so that they would not do the stubble burning. Even you can start certain industry that would need a stubble. If I would tell you in USA, there is also a problem of a stubble, but they don't burn it. There is an entire process of using this stubble in a more efficient way. There is also a market for export of this stubble. You can see out here in this video, video shows how the machine or the technology packs out the stubble and it is being ready for export. So stubble burning can be reduced by incentivizing farmer along with including technology and using this stubble in a better way. Apart from this, the second thing the government can do is to create awareness. People should use more metro or the public transport so that the vacular emission can be reduced. And as we discussed, the third problem, that is the construction activity, the solution would be following of certain rules and regulation, because I know one thing, that rules and regulation are not followed during the construction period. There are so many loopholes that the construction people uses, and that leads to a larger air quality crisis around the area of Delhi that is a hub for infrastructure development. Now, this approach must need CAQM more active role, because CAQM, that is the Commission for Air Quality Management, is only doing one thing, recommendation. Now, recommendation would not solve the problem. A more active role and participating in implementation by the CAQM can solve the problem, and that is what written out here. You can see out here, CAQM is urged to asset its independent credential and play a more active role. There should be a more active role by the CAQM. Along with that, the Delhi government has to coordinate with the neighboring state. The neighboring state like Haryana and Punjab need to understand the problem of Delhi, and only after the coordinated approach of these states, the November pollution challenge can be addressed. So I hope you understand what is the problem related to the air quality crisis and what could be the solution. That's it for this video. Thank you.